Born into a Shiite Muslim family in southern Iran, the protagonist's life was marked by imminent fatal accidents, but he always saw the silhouette of a person before being saved. His grandfather, a Muslim leader, had to choose a descendant to pass on the family's spiritual standard and recognized this as a divine sign, teaching him everything he knew about Islam. The protagonist was always searching for spiritual power, believing he could find true connection with God. He joined a terrorist group and served in the military for 3 years, extensively studying the Quran. But his grandfather planted a seed in his heart, saying he should share Islam with the misled Christians and become a spiritual leader for the family outside of Iran. The protagonist then decided to travel to Malaysia with the mission of converting local Christians. But his journey led him to prison, where he taught Islam to prisoners and prayed 5 times a day, reading the Quran cover to cover once every 10 days. It was there that his life changed forever. One night, while he was meditating on the Quran, a spirit entered his cell and made him feel like he was suffocating to death. He tried using all the tools Islam gave him, but nothing worked. That's when he heard a clear and heavenly voice saying, "Use the name of Jesus." He cried out to heaven and asked God for help, and his life was never the same after that. The protagonist was perplexed by the voice, but followed its guidance and used the name of Jesus to rid himself of oppression. He knew something powerful had happened, but he couldn't understand what it was. That's when he met a Christian missionary, who taught him about the love and power of God. He went on to study the Bible and attend a secret Christian church. But as a secret convert, he had to keep his faith hidden. One day, the protagonist received a mission from his superiors in the terrorist group. He was to plant a bomb in a Christian church. He was horrified and didn't know what to do. He didn't want to be a murderer, but he also didn't want to be killed by his group mates. That's when he had a divine vision. In his vision, he saw Jesus Christ, who told him not to kill and to follow his heart. The protagonist knew it was time to make a decision. He decided to leave the terrorist group and become a follower of Jesus Christ. He knew it would mean facing danger, but he also knew it was the right thing to do. The protagonist embarked on a journey of spiritual transformation. He began preaching the Quran to his friends and family, and a week later, he was just waking up when the doorbell rang. It was 2 men in black suits, who said they wanted to talk. They introduced themselves as CIA agents and said they knew about his past involvement with terrorism. The agents asked for his help in trying to protect the lives of thousands of innocent people who could be at risk from new attacks. He knew he was doing the right thing by fighting against the terrorism he had once followed. But at the same time, he was confused and in internal conflict, because he still considered himself a devout Muslim. He prayed constantly, seeking divine guidance about his new role in life. As a CIA spy, he was able to infiltrate terrorist cells and provide valuable information to American authorities. He spent years in dangerous countries, always putting his life at risk, but he knew it was his duty to do the right thing and keep people safe. However, his faith in God and his connection to Islam never left him. He continued to pray and study the Quran, finding comfort in its sacred words. He even shared Islam with his American colleagues, trying to show them that it was not a violent religion, but a religion of peace and love. But his life changed again when he was sent on a mission to his homeland, Iran. He infiltrated a local terrorist group and spent months gaining the members' trust and collecting valuable information. But one day, he was discovered and captured by the terrorists. They kept him captive and tortured him for days, trying to obtain information about the CIA. He refused to speak, but the pain was unbearable. He thought it would be the end, but then he heard the heavenly voice again, telling him to be strong and not lose faith. With God's help, he managed to escape from his captors and returned to the United States. He retired from the CIA but continued to teach Islam to Americans, trying to show them the true nature of the religion. His life was full of ups and downs, but he always believed in the power of God and the strength of his faith. He realized that Islam and Christianity were not so different as many believed, and that, in the end, we all serve the same God. And so, the story of the man who was once a terrorist became a story of redemption and faith, showing how divine guidance can change a person's life and how faith can guide us even in the darkest moments. Dear brothers, if you seek inspiration and want to learn more about the power of God, I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here you will find incredible content that speaks about the divine strength, miracles, and testimonies of people whose lives have been transformed by faith. Don't waste any more time and come join this community of people who believe in the power of God,